my tea, but still my two-thirds. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Heward in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration in the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off for this title.
Such a few fortunate players and coaches who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion. I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
This is Walker on second. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 1-yard gain on the play, and the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap to Smith. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hey, here we go, hey. Check 58.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Handoff to Walker from the gun. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
From the gun, Smith bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. That's a short gain of 1. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
It's an excellent job of getting away from trouble, Kate. You know, it's about protecting yourself at times as a quarterback. Get the gain, get the first down, and get out of bounds. Not exactly the way you draw it up, but no one's going to come away disappointed by that end result.
Walker on first down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running with Walker again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got first and goal. Walker will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Check smash. 30 left. No, street. Take right open. Take right open. Go, let's go.
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete till he gets. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Go. 11. Silver.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Complete beyond the marker. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Hey, I'm gun. 11. Here we go.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
11, add it.
From the 43. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Go, let's go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. 7-0 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Handoff running left, Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Staying with Walker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 4. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. He's got room to roam here. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. They get 28 out of that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Running left, here's Walker. Room inside the 10. Has the touchdown. The Seahawks front further, 13-zip. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field, the tone of this drive.
And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
An option give here to Etienne. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run, it's 3rd and 6 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Motioning him from the slot right. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. After the penalty, 3rd and a yard coming up.
Hey, Lion.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's taken in by Etienne. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Ready up. Hey, easy, Ralph.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Jaguars start to fight back with their first points of this game. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. 2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Hold. Hey, here we go. Look. Pause.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's caught for the 1st. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go, hey.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing is Smith. Pass complete to Walker. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. This will bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks with a chance to add to their lead. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Smith back to throw. Walker hauls it in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. They give up the gut to Walker. This is ahead for about 5. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
No ball. Here we go. 13 next.
Pressure comes. Smith getting out to his left. Now here he goes. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Blitz coming for Smith. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown! Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Easy. Think right.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
11. Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Buys time, rolling. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Hey, kill. Hey, gun.
They send a man in motion.
11.
Lawrence working from the gun. Left side, backs there, caught! It's a Jacksonville touchdown! Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Middle. Come on, set. 53. Hey, go flip her up.
From the 32. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
49, flip her up, 49. There we go, throw it. Check 58. Strike. Check 59, cover. There we go.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets them out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Absolutely crushed that kick. A full 70-yard punt. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Hauled in by Godwin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Go.
From the 37. pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Hey. Go, let's go. 30 left. Go.
Lawrence facing third and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
49, flip it off, 49. Run line.
On the carry, it's Walker. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Working quickly here. They go play action. Here's Smith. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Snowball. Hey, we go.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He's loaded another one up. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Brings it in at the 12. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
13 Lou. 13 Lou. Go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Red 23.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 41. Dumped off to his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
from the red zone now. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game at 21. On now is Cook to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Line.
Now Walker. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Line.
Running is Walker. And he's taken down after a short rush at about the 36. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now they send their back in motion right. Smith on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
13 there. Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Tuesday. Here we go.
From the gun, Smith. Rolling left, buying some time. Connects with feint. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Hard to believe, but just one quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
So now, here's third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Hold on.
Smith setting the throw. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Seahawks take a fourth quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Lion!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Lawrence trying again on second. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
11.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. And this is another incompletion.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And it can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing on third, Smith. He's looking deep once again. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. They've got first down from the 31.
Lisa 24.
Tight end in motion left. First and 10, it's Lawrence. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Hey, I'm gun. On red. Red.
The pitch is to Etienne. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
11, add it. Go.
Here he is on third and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Walker running to the right. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. It's a pickup of 8, and that brings up 3rd and 6.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
On. Hey, Toto.
Looking to throw. Gets this one to Watson. And he's in. Touchdown. The Seahawks go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
30 left. Take right open.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence working from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, Jupiter. Hey, kill. Think right open.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. That's cut beyond the marker. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
11. Go, let's go. 30 left.
From the 46. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Jaguars losing by 14. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Hey, go.
Looking to throw it. That's caught for the first. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
And they take him down at the 24-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
13 next. Good line.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He lofts it deep left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To the air, third and long. Flush down out to his left. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Across midfield to the 45. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
On second down, it's Etienne. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And it's all over. They have done it. They're your Super Bowl champions. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to the podium now to award a well-earned Lombardi trophy to this worthy franchise. Champions of